What's up, fight fans? Welcome to Mr. Mustache MMA News. Today, I want to discuss last Saturday's UFC 308's fight between Magomed Ankalaev and Aleksandar Rakic. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to continue getting more MMA content by yours truly and help the channel grow. All right, guys, getting right into it. Magomed Ankalaev defeats Aleksandar Rakic by decision to really just solidify himself as the true number one contender of the light heavyweight division. I mean, 21-1. His only loss was his UFC debut against Paul Craig in a fight where he was dominating every second of that fight. Got subbed with 1 second left in the fight. His draw against Jan Blachowicz, back and forth. You know, a lot of lackluster with that fight. It was basically just a low leg kick fight battle, but it just sucked that he had opportunities where he really could have pressed on the gas and he just didn't. And that was always kind of his issue over a couple of fights. But he's had some great performances. You know, the Kutalaba fights, the Johnny Walker fights. And I thought this fight here with Rakic, I've heard that people thought it was lackluster, but I thought it was a good fight. Now, you know, I thought that they were canceling each other out at times. Both very dangerous kickboxers. Rakic was just a little too stationary, too stiff, taking a little bit too many pictures out there, leaving his head out there a little too much. He wasn't exiting after his exchanges, after his combinations, which is why he was getting caught. Magomed was just able to land those 3, 4, 5 combination punches and just kind of catch Rakic in the mud, keep Rakic kind of stuck, and nullify the game plan of Rakic. And it was very impressive to see Magomed just go out there and just... He didn't seem like he was in too much danger as the fight went on. As the fight went on, you see Magomed just take over more and more and more and more. And you just saw Rakic just really not be able to do much. He wasn't really able to utilize much of his game plan. And by the end, you just saw him just kind of loading up and just swinging punches and kicks to the body and just wasn't really able to utilize any fluid combinations to try and alter the fight. And Magomed was in the whole time. And with this fight, you know, Rakic, I'm curious to see what he's going to do moving forward, because now that's 3 in a row, and he's got to put he fucked himself a little bit where he had so much success early on, and now he really can only fight the best of the best. So I'm really curious what is going to happen with Rakic moving forward, because getting finished by Yuri, his knee popping with Jan, and now here getting stopped by Magomed, it's like, what else do you do? You don't take more time off, that's for sure. That's the last thing that Aleksandar Rakic needs to do, is take more time off. He needs to go out there and get active, but it's like, what's the route do you take? Like, what opponent do you take? Do you try and stay in the thick of it, or do you maybe try and build from scratch now that you've kind of taken a few in a row? I don't know. You got to get that confidence back, that timing back, that rhythm back somehow. And as for Magomed, obviously, you got Alex Pereira. That's the fight to make. I know Alex said he wanted some time off. Much deserved. Dude saved the UFC this year. But the fight to make is Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. That's it. I don't know how they're going to do it, when they're going to do it. It's going to be closer to January, February, March. International Fight Week next summer. I don't know how they're going to handle that, but that's the only fight to make at 205. It's just that simple. All right, guys, let me know in the comment section what you guys think is next. It's going to do it for today, but I'd love to hear what you guys think is next for Magomed Ankalaev and Aleksandar Rakic. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. Mr. Mustache, MMA News out. Let's fucking go, fight fans.